Hello children, today we are going to discuss the lesson friction. Children, some little part I told you in the previous chapter, force and pressure. If you remember, I have given the example, if we roll a ball on the ground, it comes to rest after some time. Okay, this shows that some force must be acting on the ball, which makes the ball slows down. This is the force of friction. It is obvious that this force must be acting in direct, the ball is rolling. After some time it stops. Okay. So from which direction this force is acting on the ball? It is acting from this direction. The ball is moving in this direction and force is acting on this direction. So, force of friction is what it opposes the motion. Friction tries to stop a moving ball. Whatever, now we are going to discuss what else can the force of friction do. Let us see in the activity. We will take, like one box is lying, if we will try to push this box. Okay. Like not with the great force, with the less force, will it move? No. Okay, if we are going to apply more force than what happened, then the force, it will overcome the force of friction and it will move. Okay, what prevents this box from moving initially? It is what? The force of friction. We have applied sufficient force to overcome friction later on. Okay. And then we are able to shift the box. The force of friction acts in direction opposite to the direction in which the object tends to move. We have discussed here that force of friction is in which direction? Opposite direction. So we have to overcome this force of friction to move the still object. Okay, so from this activity what we have learned, that the force of friction always opposes the motion. Okay, this is force of friction, this is force of friction, it always opposes the motion. Friction, it tends to stop a moving object. In first case, in the case of ball, it tends to stop moving object, stops moving object. And in second example is it also tends to prevent a stationary object from moving. Okay, prevent a stationary object from moving. The box was, in the second activity, it was stationary, so it prevents stationary object from moving. So what we are concluding, what is friction? Friction is a force that slows down moving objects or prevents stationary objects from moving. Okay, now what causes friction? Very important question, what causes friction? Cause of friction. Children, if we observe the surface, any surface with a highly magnified glass, we will see some irregularities are there. It seems to us with the naked eye that it is plain or smooth. But when we observe it with the magnified glass, so we will find that it has irregularities. Like ball surface of ball, it is also having irregularities. Okay, so observe the surface of like suppose this is a table. Okay, with the powerful magnifying glass we will notice that it is rough and has very small irregularities in it, the form of grooves and ridges. This is groove, this is ridge. Okay. More clearly, on very more clearly. We can see this more clearly on rough surface without using magnifying glass. Okay. This means that a smoother a surface, if the surface is smooth, then irregularities would be less, and rough surface irregularities would be more. Okay, so we say friction is more on irregular surface and less in a smooth surface. Okay, so this friction depends on what? Now we are going to discuss this surface. And one more thing, like if we move anything on this surface, what happens? The surface which is moving on this like ball, it has also grooves and ridges, and these grooves and ridges are interlocked in these grooves and ridges. That is why the ball slows down on the surface, and after some times what happens? It stops. So friction depends on one thing. When I told you, friction depends on the surface of, nature of the surface. If it is very irregular, then friction is more. If it is smooth, then friction is less. In both the cases, what irregularities are there? There are more irregularities. There we can find less. Okay. Second thing, friction depends on mass of the object. First is surface. Second is mass. Like here we have taken ball, the mass of ball is less. Weight of the ball is less. If we take big ball, here if we take big ball, then we will see the friction would be more on this big ball. So friction depends on the surface as well as on the mass. Okay children. Now we are coming to the friction in daily life. Friction is very important. Friction is very important. Like, we cannot walk if the friction is not there. Friction in daily life. Okay. First is, we are going to discuss advantages of friction. First advantage is that it would be impossible for us to walk without friction. Okay, it is because of friction between our feet or shoes and the ground that we are able to walk by pushing our feet against the ground. Without friction, what will happen? We would slip as soon as we try to walk. It is very difficult to walk on icy or on a very smooth and polished floor. You must have experience of this. Why we are not able to walk on a smooth surface? Because there is less friction between our shoes and the surface. Second, first walk, we are able to walk just because of friction. Second, tires. You have seen children, cars and buses, they are able to move safely on the road because of the friction between the treaded tire and the surface of the road. You have seen some design on the tire, like design is there. This design they make to increase the friction on the tire so that they these vehicles they move safely. Now third, brakes on cycles or cars. Brakes. You are having bicycle, you must have seen brakes on cycles or cars work because of friction. When brakes are applied, the shoes of the brakes rub against the wheel. We say sometimes the shoes of the brakes are now smooth, change it. Why do we say that? Now the friction is less and we are not able to apply brakes properly. Okay. Now fourth is, it would be possible to light a matchstick. All you have seen at the side of the match box, you have seen rough surfaces there Okay, rough surface is there. It would not be possible to light a matchstick by rubbing it against the matchbox if there was no friction. This friction produces heat. Next is, you would not be able to write on paper. So when you observe the paper, you will find the grooves and ridges are there. So we are able to write on paper because of friction with the pen or pencil. Okay, and on the board also, just you see I am writing on the board, and if the board is very smooth, I am not able to write on the board because my stick will slip off. Friction causes nails and screws to hold to walls. Nails and screws, you know, these grooves are there, they hold the nails or screws. If both the things are smooth, then it will slip out. Now children, disadvantages are also there. Now we are going to discuss disadvantages. Disadvantages of friction. Friction causes wastage of energy. First, waste of energy. Okay, this is because any object that moves has to overcome the force of friction. Second, wear and tear takes place. Like you have seen your shoes, slippers and all, after some time what happened? The design was there on the sole, it vanishes just because of wear and tear. Friction wears out the rubbing surface. The soles of our shoes wear out in a few months due to friction. The moving part of a machine wear out with the time because of friction. Okay, next is it generates heat, as I told you. Friction generates heat. Sometimes this can be harmful. The heat produces in a fast moving machine is very high. So they keep proper arrangement to make them cool. Like in the car you have seen radiator is there. Due to heat, due to friction, the car produces heat, and what happens? Radiator, water is there, cold water, it cools down that. The machine otherwise it can damage. If the cooling arrangement in car does not work properly, the engine can jam. Now we have seen disadvantages. How we can minimize friction? As we know, it has some disadvantages. So we need to minimize the friction. How we are going to minimize the friction? Sometimes you have seen the latches, we are not able to, in like rainy season, the latches, they are covered by rust, so it becomes what? More surface become more rough, means friction is increased. So how we can reduce the friction? By oiling, okay, or by polishing. The first is by polishing. Polishing a rough surface smoothens it and reduces friction. First is by polishing. Second is oiling and polishing. Lubrication. Lubricants we use. Lubrication. Okay. Friction is decreased by lubricating surface with oil, grease or graphite. What happens, children? As I told you, the grooves are there. When we are going to fill these grooves with the oil, grease or any other lubricant, what will happen? The surface will become smooth and this will reduce the friction. Like in the case of latch of the gate, I told you, when we apply oil, that oil fills the grooves. That oil fills the grooves, and what happens? Easily the latch starts moving. Okay. The sliding surfaces then have a thin layer of the lubricant between them. The friction is then between the surfaces and the lubricant layer, which is much less. And children, graphite we use as lubricant. Graphite is used as lubricant in machines where the moving parts reach very high temperature. Okay, and one more example I would like to give. You have experienced this. While playing carom, you put fine talcum powder on the carom board to reduce friction. Now next is by streamlining. First, before telling streamlining, I am going to tell you about the drag. Streamlined body, all you know. Fluids such as water and air also exert friction on objects moving through them. This frictional force which acts by fluid is called drag. It depends on the nature of the fluid, the shape of the object, and the speed of the object with respect to the fluid. Friction is minimized for a streamlined shape. How can we minimize this? By streamlining. Suppose you have seen the body of the fish. They easily move in water. They cut the water. Why? Because of this streamlined shape. What happened? If the shape is like this, the drag would be more. The drag would be more surface area, more content in water, and drag would be more. And if the body is streamlined, what will happen? If you cut the water will move from this side and this side. Okay. So streamlined shape is what? Which is rounded in the front and narrow at the back. Nature has given birds and fish streamlined bodies. The bodies of aeroplanes, missiles, rockets, cars are streamlined to reduce friction with air, called air resistance. Okay, bird and aeroplane, they also have streamlined body. So this is called air resistance. Ship also have streamlined shape to reduce friction with water, as I told you here. Now by using wheel and ball bearing. Okay, wheel and ball bearing. When a spherical or cylindrical objects roll on a surface, the resistance it encounters is called rolling friction. The rolling friction is less than the sliding friction. And children, what is sliding friction? The resistance that an object encounters when it slides over a surface. Okay, so rolling friction is less than sliding friction. That is why you have seen, and I am telling you, it is easier to roll an object than to slide. Rolling friction is therefore less than sliding friction. That is why vehicles are equipped with wheels. And luggage, we have like bags and all these luggage equipped with wheels. It is much easier to roll along the luggage than you carry or slide it. Okay. So now children, increasing friction. Sometimes we require to increase the friction. We have learned minimizing the friction. Now how we are going to increase friction? Increase friction. Sometimes we require it. Okay, like shoes. If they are smooth, the soles of our shoes are smooth, then we are going to slip off. So there we need to increase friction. Okay. Tires. Tires have designs and pattern with the groove on the surface. You have seen tires. Why the designs are there? To increase friction with the road. This prevents slipping of the tires on wet road. Sand and gravel is strewn or slippery ground during the rainy season. You must have seen. Okay, so people do not slip off. It is easier to walk on such ground. Spikes are provided in the soles of shoes used by players and athletes to increase friction so that they get a firm grip on the ground. Gymnasts also, they apply coarse substance on their hands to improve their grips. So that's all, children. Thank you.